Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to episode 185 of the FAB and Fearless Business Booster Shot Show. My name is Yinka. I'm a business strategist. I am a coach. I am a speaker and an author, and I support women to create wealth in and through their businesses by helping them to focus on what matters most for the business, which is cash flow and strategy, and what matters most for the business owner, which is mindset and habits. It is both my pleasure and privilege to welcome you to this 185th episode of the Booster Shot Show, where each week at 1:30 p.m. UK time on a Wednesday, I come to you with a short, sharp shot to boost both you and your business with one powerful truth and one actionable tip. So if you can see and hear me over on my LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook socials, come into the chat, come and say hello, and let us get this party started. Hello, fabulous Stacey Casson. Thank you very much for joining me live today. It is so good to see you, awesome lady, and I am so excited to have you here. I can see a number of ladies also, and gents. I don't know if you're ladies or gents. I can just see a number of people watching me. So please feel free, come and say hello. I'd love to name check you and say hi. Thank you so much for joining me live. I am so grateful to have you here. I know that you could be doing anywhere, you could be anywhere in the world, anywhere you want to be in the world, and you could be doing anything else, but you've taken the opportunity to be with me at this time, and I truly, truly appreciate it. So today we are going to be talking about money. Of course, this is my my specialist subject, but specifically, we are going to be talking about money for those who are truly on a mission. Hello, fabulous Ratna. Thank you so much for letting me know that you can see me over on LinkedIn. I'm just going to go quickly and check over on YouTube and Facebook, and then we will rock and roll. I am talking to those who are on a mission. So I am calling in who I've called my sisters, and they know who they are. I have two biological sisters. I have probably about 30 emotional sisters, but I'm calling the sisters, and they know exactly who they are. They are sisters in purpose. They are sisters in mission. And I'm speaking to them. I am speaking to the change makers. I am speaking to the cycle breakers. I'm speaking to the leaders who would consider themselves heart-led and heart-centered. I am speaking to those who would do good in this world. So if you know that is you, drop me a yes in the chat. And if you know that you have friends who absolutely qualify, come under that any or all of those categories, then please feel free to tag them into this video so they'll have the opportunity to hear what it is I have to say for those of us who are absolutely on a mission today. Let me just double check that the tech is not teching and that I am indeed live over on my LinkedIn. I would absolutely love to ensure that I am live in this moment. Incidentally, I was going to say I'm not being shown live by Facebook, but I actually am. So it is all good. I am on live over on Facebook. I can see that. If anyone is on YouTube, feel free to message me there. Let me know. I am very excited to share this message today because it isn't ironic, but it definitely is true that those who tend to be on a mission tend to be those who need the most money, but those who get involved with money the least. Let me know if that is a truism that you have seen or experienced in your world. Those who would do good in the world, who seek to help, to heal, to support, to break those chains, to break those cycles, to make a brand new and better way, not just for themselves, not just for their families, but for their communities, for the world at large. They tend to be the people who undercharge. They tend to be the people who are really kind of in their feels about the money. And I want to talk to you, ladies and gents. I do. I make no apology for speaking to you on this topic today. I know that money can be a highly uncomfortable subject for us to talk about, but you are exactly who I want to speak to today because of your incredible heart. Thank you so much to the Clarity Confidant for letting me know that YouTube is working. I truly appreciate it. I wonder who that is. I don't want to guess. I think I know who that is, but I will let you tell me your name just so you can tell me in the DMs if you'd rather not put it out publicly on socials. But thank you for letting me know that YouTube is live. I really appreciate it. Now, the reason I wanted to talk to those of you who are on a mission, first of all, I wanted to thank you for being on a mission, for being a person that can see what I can see when it comes to the world and know that they have a part to play in making it better and actually being willing to do something about it. I want to, yes, I thought it was you, Stacey. I just wanted to make sure I didn't inaccurately guess over on YouTube. Thank you for letting me know that that is working. So, yeah, I first of all wanted to thank you for being a person who is not just driven by mission, but is actually interested in taking their mission and doing something about it. I really want to thank you for that. It is not a small thing to say, to look at something like the world we live in today and see that there are challenges and see that there are issues, and then make a decision that if it is to be, it is up to me. That is not an insignificant thing. And I really want to thank you for being willing to go on mission, to be willing to make a difference, to be willing to help, willing to heal, willing to see your fellow man, woman, child, anything in between, and decide that you want to do better. That is a big deal. There are many people who are not on a mission, and I totally respect their right not to be on mission. But I just want to acknowledge how incredible your heart is to want to do good in this world. It is not a given that that is how many people feel. And so I want to say thank you to you for having that heart and wanting to see the world better. And I have 3 messages for you today. If that is you and you know that you have been put here to make some kind of difference in this world, especially when it relates to money. And so the 3 small messages I have for you today, they're not really small. I don't know why I said they were small. The first of the things I really want to share with you today, and I am so grateful to the fabulous Nat Bullen, who really inspired this particular thought. It was already on the program for me to talk about, and then she wrote about it as well. Nat and I, we have so many fun conversations in the DMs, but this is something that I know that she's going to be expanding on in her work, and it really resonates with mine. And the thing I really want to share with you, ladies and gents, is that if you are on a big mission, that is going to take big money. I need you to put that in the chat for me. If you are over on LinkedIn, if you are over on YouTube, please, please, please write this down. Big missions require big money. And the reason I'm sharing this is I need you to be unapologetic about the desire for big money. Hey, Sharon, thank you so much that you are joining over on LinkedIn. Appreciate you coming in on a 7 today, and you are here for your mission. I want to thank you, Sharon Hurley Hall. You are fabulous in every way. You are someone who has absolutely inspired me in this message today. Your journey is such a privilege to be able to support and watch, and I love the impact that you are creating in this world. Ladies and gents, if you do not yet know Sharon Hurley Hall, go follow that incredible woman and thank me later. I love the fact that Stacey Casson is over on YouTube, but she is the Clarity Confidant over on YouTube, but on LinkedIn, she's Stacey Casson. She is also someone with an incredible mission to create massive, beautiful change in this world. She is someone who is so powerful around creating and supporting a sense of clarity and a way that is honestly quite gifted. If you do not already know Stacey Casson, then go and follow that incredible woman and go thank me later. The thing I love about both of those women, Ratna, I know you are in the audience as well, and I appreciate you joining me live. Ladies and gents, join me live. Tell me you're here so I can shout you out. Let the people know that you are on big missions. Big missions take big money. Why? Because money is the currency of transformation. Money is how we get stuff done in this world. Money is what moves things. Money is what helps things change. Don't get me wrong. The most powerful force in this planet is love. Every single time. Love never fails. Love is the thing. But how things get done is money. Money is how things get done. Big missions require big money. And I need the people who are the healers and the activists and the change makers and those who can see the world that we are in right now and can see how much change we need to let that get that activation. As I'm talking, like the hairs on the back of my arms are beginning to stand on end. I knew that this was going to be a spicy show and I can feel it in my body. I don't know if you can feel it too. Big missions take big money. Let's stop. Let's stop with the small. Let's stop with the just. Let's stop with the little and the pretending that you ain't here for big damn things. Because you are. And you know you are. You know you are. I know you are. And I see you. Big missions require big money. The bigger the mission, the bigger the money. So you have every right. I want you to be clear and to be full chested, or as I like to say in my spaces, chin up, boobs out, when it comes to calling in the cash that you want. Because big missions take big money. Money is how we get stuff done. Money is how we move things. Money is how we solve problems. Money is how we stop negotiating with problems and finance solutions. Money is how we shift the dial. And so money is what your big mission needs. I need you to be so much more. If you are truly about the activism, then I need you to be truly about the thing that creates activation, the things that move the needle. That's money. Please do not ever buy into the lie that we have been taught that those who are about their hearts and about change and about people need to dash money to the side. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You are exactly the people in this world who need more of the money. You are exactly the people in this world with whom, when there is more money in your hands, things are better for all of us. If you are one of those type of people, then hell yes, you need to have more money. You need it for yourself. You need it for your mission. You need it beyond. So that was the first thing I really wanted to talk to you about, because I see people with peeping and creeping energy around the money. I see people who create incredible offers, who do amazing things. And then the minute it comes time to sell it, then they're like, they retreat. And they're like, they have this lean back energy when actually about the offer itself and the transformation it causes, they're fully lean forward. We need to leave that in 2025. That one is not for you, sis. Trust me, it's not for you. If you are about creating powerful change in this world, then please don't forget that more often than not, and that's my tiny caveat on this, those who pay money pay attention. And if you give 100 people something and then you sell 100 different people that same thing, more of the results are coming from the people you sold it to. More of the results are coming from the people you sold it to. I need you to change your relationship with the definition of money, with what money gets to mean, so that you can be full chested about selling, about calling it in, about receiving, and about having it in your hands so that you can give, so that you can serve, so that you can elevate. I'm gonna calm down because I've still got two things to tell you, but you can see I am definitely in my feels today. Drop me a yes in the chat if you are feeling this too, because that's the first thing I want to say to you, that your big mission needs big money. But the second thing I have to say to you, incredible one, this one is a little bit more uncomfortable. And then the third one is probably just gonna like not confuse you, but it's gonna blow your mind. But the second thing, ladies, particularly, but activists, healers, heart led leaders, change makers, cycle breakers, anyone who wants to do good in this world. The second thing I want to say to you when it comes to this money front, I need you to hear me well. I need you to drop it in the chat if you're watching me live. And I need you to understand that when it comes to your mission, if you are on a mission, then your first mission is you. Your first mission is you. It is not effective. It is not acceptable to me personally. It is not, it makes no sense for you to be giving to a mission that leaves you so depleted that you've got no energy, nothing left, and you're running on fumes and drugs for yourself. Absolutely not. Or as we say in Yoruba, Olonije. As we say in Yoruba, God forbid. Olonije. No, God will not allow that to happen. That's what we would say in Yoruba. We cannot be so mission focused, so mission filled, that we ourselves are being smashed in service of the mission. Absolutely not. I believe, I don't even know where this saying comes from, and I hope I say it right, but they say that charity begins at home. I would elevate that slightly and say that charity, love, starts with you. Your biggest mission is your own thriving. Hear my words, look at my mouth. Not survival, thriving. Why not survival? Because the definition of survival is not dying today. That's what survival means. Doesn't mean anything beyond that. To be honest, that bar is pretty low. When I discovered the true definition of survival, what it made me think of was people on life support in hospital. Because they are exactly that, not dying today. Thankfully, some of them don't die in that season, and unfortunately, some of them do. But that is what survival is. We cannot be in a situation where a mission is causing you to be on life support. Absolutely not. Your first mission is you thriving, you having all that you need, you energetically well, socially supported, emotionally balanced. And so all of that has to start with you. Woo, woo. Nora Kelly in the house. Thank you for joining, awesome lady. Charity begins with you. If you are mission filled, fueled, led, heart centered, any of those things, you cannot put anything above you actually being okay. And I know that this is hella triggering because, to be honest, as women, we have been socialized into selflessness. That is meant to be some kind of badge of honor. It is not. It is the most effective, subversive PR strategy I've ever experienced in my life. In my life. Selflessness is not the thing you think it is. And I want you to understand that your first mission has to be you. You need to be okay, which means that you have to ensure that you have the funds, the cash available to ensure that you're okay. Please let me know if you are picking up what I am putting down today, because this is a clarion call to elevate the standards that you are setting for yourself, for your own well-being. Yeah, I know. I'm sure if you are new to my work, hi, I'm Yinka, and I'm sure you didn't expect somebody who is a business strategist who helps people make more money talking about well-being so central to the core of everything that I'm talking about. But I tell you what, I'm also the owner of the trademark of Rich and Rested. And we don't want either or. We want both and. Rich and rested is your birthright. We get to be rich. We get to be rested. We don't have to choose between the two. So I need you to understand how clearly, how important this particular insight is. Because I see far too many people doing good in the world and getting smashed to pieces. Not eating, not sleeping, not resting, not recovering, not taking care of themselves, which makes their mission unsustainable. What's the point of starting a mission that isn't sustainable? If your mission is taking from you to the point that you are missing out, something needs to shift. Which brings me to the final point that I want to share with you today, because as mission fueled, powerful, change making leaders, the third thing I want you to understand today about the money is you need to hold two seemingly contradictory ideas in tension at the same time. And those two ideas are, it ain't about you, and therefore it has to be all about you to start. What do I mean? I mean that it has to be all about you to start, because you need to make sure that you're okay. The one powerful truth I want to share with you today is the notion, and I heard this, and again, it was a remix of something that I heard an incredible woman called Tori Dunlap say as I was listening to her in a speech that she was giving. I get it. We live in a capitalist society. We understand very, very clearly about the exploitative mandate of capitalism. We get it. We are not here to exploit others. And therefore, we're clear about when it comes to the things that we're doing, we're not trying to win capitalism. But the powerful truth I want you to understand is just because you're not trying to win capitalism doesn't mean you should be trying to lose capitalism either. And what that means is to be allowing yourself to be exploited, allowing yourself to be without, allowing yourself to be in lack. It isn't only two choices: win capitalism, lose capitalism. They are not the choices. We get to navigate capitalism strategically to the benefit of most possible people. That's the third way, and that's the one I'm choosing. I'm never going to win capitalism. I'm not out here to exploit people, but I'm not losing it either. So we are navigating and creating a third way, and I, for one, am so excited to do so. So we have to hold those two things together. It has to first of all be about you. You have to make the decision that I am going to be okay no matter what. I'm going to learn the skills. I'm going to get the mindset. I'm going to build those habits. I am going to back myself repeatedly to make sure that I am okay. And then you get to remember the other part, which is it ain't just about you. I cannot tell you how many times I have conversations or I hear women saying things like, "Oh, I don't know why I need any more. I don't want to make any more money because I don't need any more money." And I want to shake them. I don't, because to be honest, I was taught to keep my hands to myself. But I want to shake them because I'm like, it ain't just about you. Do you know how many people 1 mile radius from your house that are hungry? How many children are missing out on school? How many? And you might be like, well, they're not my kids. And I'm like, cool. Well, what is the thing that you care about then? What is the thing you care about? Is it dogs? Is it the environment? Is it your family? Like, choose your own adventure. That's the beautiful thing of the world we live in. There's enough things for everybody and anybody to care about. You don't have to care about the starving kids. And I don't say that facetiously. Maybe that's not your calling. I've helped a few starving kids. It hasn't really been what I've been focused on. I've helped plenty of kids go to school. I care about education. I care about young people. So that's my thing. What's your thing? Because I guarantee that you have a thing. If you are in business, if you are an activist, a leader, a change maker, a cycle breaker, you have a thing. What is your thing? Your thing might be in your business, but it might not be. You might just have a business, run a business, work in a business, do whatever. And then you might have something that you care about that you can make a difference in. This is why this cash flow conversation is not just about those in business, it's for those who have a heart to see change. Because that's all the list of people who actually need to get sorted on their cash flow. It isn't just people in business. It's not just about you. And I really wish that we, at times, that we would recognize the privilege we have. If you're in a position to say, oh, I don't need any more, fantastic. That is amazing and brilliant for you. That means that you have ascended to the first level. Maslow hierarchy of needs, you are out of level 1. Amazing. You might even be all the way to level 5. Brilliant. Now what? Who else can you help? Who else's life can be made better because you were there? How else are you making changes in the world? And this is where more money in your hands becomes better for all of us. Getting those chills again, getting those chills. Ladies, I want you to understand it's about you first. Please make sure that you prioritize your own health, your own well being. And then remember that it ain't about you. We are blessed to be a blessing. To whom much is given, much is required. And to be honest, any of us living in any world where we have access to the internet on a Wednesday afternoon means that to whom much you are to whom much has been given. Now, I'm not asking you to put any more stress, drama, or load on your head. It is likely that you already have so many things that you have going on. But what I want you to understand, please do not doubt this for a second. The more money you have, the more help you can get, the more capacity you can build, the more support you can call in. Money does not solve every problem. Money solves money problems. But I tell you what, in the list of all the problems that there are in the world, many, many, many of them, I would put it at 80-20. 80% of problems can be solved by money, can be made better, easier, faster through money. Do not underestimate it. People who are like, oh, money's not that big of a deal. There are two types of people who say that: those who don't have any, or those who have so much that they've forgotten what it was like not to have any. If you ain't in any one of those extremes, then I need you to get the money memo. And I need you, if you are on a mission, to get even more of this money memo. Like, as I sit here, I feel quite emotional. I'm going to stop soon so I don't burst into tears for the first one of 26. First set of tears for 26. But I feel so emotional because I'm looking at the women whose names are coming up for me in the chat. These are women I know. These are women I've spent time with. These are women I feel so passionately about their jobs, about their lives, about their families, their children, their loved ones. And I know how much better the world is going to be as they call more and more money into their world. It honestly makes me so emotional and so excited. I feel like I want to, but I'm going to be calm. A little, just a little. But I want you to know how incredibly lucky, how blessed we will be when someone like you has more cash in their hands. When someone like you, and let me even upgrade that, when someone who is you has money to spare, has money in abundance, is gone beyond day to day subsistence. So you can actually think about solving bigger problems because those big missions need big money. And if you have a big mission in your heart, that means you need big money in your bank account. Like that for me is like confirmation. I know, for example, I am on a mission to help 10,000 women build seven-figure businesses. That's a buying power. That's a spending power of 10 billion of whatever the currency is, dollars, euros, pounds. So you honestly think that I'm not going to be someone with lots and lots of money? I mean, to be honest, you can just sit there and watch me. I am. But that's me. And that's my mission. And I'm grateful for it every day. And I want you to know that your mission is just as big, just as powerful. If it is in your heart and it is burning a fire in your chest right now, then your mission also requires the same conviction, the same singularity of thought, and the same desire and commitment to fund that mission to make a difference. So they are the three things that I wanted to share with you today. Number one, big missions need big money. Number two, your first mission is you. And number three, to hold both ideas in tension, that it is not about you, that you've been blessed to be a blessing, and therefore you need to ensure that you have an abundance of what you need so that you can go far beyond your own individual needs, so that you can go and effect the change that you're here to effect. Which means that it has to first of all be about you, because you need to make sure that you are okay and then some. And so, my one actionable tip for you today, ladies and gents, is that if you have heard the sound of my voice and you know that actually you have a big mission, you have something powerful that you need to take care of, and yet you do not have the cash to match, if we are not already working together, I want you to drop the word big in the comments or in my DMs, anywhere that you are watching this video. I want you to drop the word big, because I have a resource that I know is going to be of massive help to start you on your journey to getting good at bringing in that cash. I need you to understand and I need you to know how powerful it is when you have the skills that you need to call in the cash required for your mission. And I want you to know that that's a learnable skill. Making money isn't sorcery. It's not black. It's not it's not magical. I know it can feel magical, but it's actually very systematic. It is very learnable, and it is knowable, and it is my specialist subject, and it's the work that I'm here to do. And so if you want to know more about this, if you want to create more magic in your world, if you want some of that big money for your big mission, drop the word big in the comments and I will be in touch. But in the meantime, beautiful ladies and gents, that is everything I wanted to share with you. So, my actionable tip, as I said, is let me know which of those three areas resonates with you most, gives you more conviction for your big mission. See, the thing is that your big mission has been given to you for a purpose. It is, you are supposed to make it come to pass. Therefore, it isn't for you to shrink your ambition to meet your current circumstances. It is for you to grow your conviction to match that vision. And if not with me, because I totally get it, I am not everybody's flavor. But if not with me, put yourself in spaces where you have the opportunity to really feel and know your own greatness in alignment with that big mission that you have been given. I cannot wait to see the world that we get when more incredible people who are you have more of the cash in their hands. So, ladies and gents, I'm going to run. This one was long because I got ill in my feels, but I am so grateful for your time and your attention today. The word you want is big. Drop me the word big, tag me, tag my name so that I can see it and I can share more insights and more information about the resource that I think will really, really help you. So, in the meantime, ladies and gents, take care. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Tag the sisters, the activists, the healers, the heart led leaders, the cycle breakers, the change makers, and those who would do good in the world. Please tag them into this message. Let them know that we see them and we love them. And we know that their big mission takes big money. And should they want my help, I'm more than happy to get on my big mission to help them make the money for their own. So, ladies and gents, take care. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I will see you in the spaces. Take care. Bye bye.